Hey y'all, just wanted to use a YouTube video to discuss a particular topic, and that is the topic of AI. And I wanted to bring up that while I am not pro AI, I do think being so anti-AI is not only a bit childish, but also kind of a dangerous way of thinking. Not being anti-AI itself, but being anti-anything. Now, before we get into that, let's start from the beginning. I am not pro AI. I do not like its irresponsible usage that people are using to claim they are creatives and make money off of doing absolutely no work and stealing other people's artwork to make a profit. I'm not in favor of that, obviously. I'm also not in favor of companies trying to use it to phase out human creativity or actual humans. I am not for the misuse of AI by big corporations or people who are lazy and trying to make a quick buck. I'm not for that. I'm also not for what was the other problem with AI? Oh, I'm also not fond. I'm actually very annoyed with how much it is being pushed. AI is being pushed everywhere, and it does get annoying hearing of it every fucking where you go. So yeah, I'm not pro AI. I am very annoyed with AI in a lot of senses. But I'm not anti-AI either. I also use AI. I use ChatGPT. I use it as basically a notebook or diary. It helps me organize my ideas. It helps me come up with new ideas. And it helps me with understanding D&D rules, so I can actually make characters and play campaigns. It helped me come up with organize my Pokemon regions and come up with ideas for them. There is responsible ways to use AI. For instance, my husband, he is using AI for his backgrounds because he doesn't like making backgrounds. It's draining on him. It's not fun, and you could say that's lazy, but also he's made over 1,000 characters in his lifetime. Probably at this point 1,200. He's designed and drawn every single one of them himself. And also, AI has also helped him with his drawing skill. He's had generated models that he could use as a basis for his characters. That doesn't mean that he's used it for all of his characters. Again, he's had over 1,200, and AI is more recently developed than the past, couple of years. He's been doing this since he was a kid. But he's using it as a way to improve his drawing, not replace his drawing. And getting rid of backgrounds allows him to focus on his characters, storytelling, and his creatures, which are obviously the biggest parts of the story. He also does all the video editing himself and the voice acting. I help with voice acting. To say he's not a creative, to say that he is, to damn him for using AI is unfair when he's putting in all this effort and has his entire life and is only using AI to grow and advance, not to take a shortcut. Again, except for the backgrounds, but if he's wasting his time on something he hates doing, it's going to take away from the enjoyment and potential growth of the actual project. AI can be used responsibly. It can be used as a tool, which it is. It's not some inherently evil thing. It's a tool made to make people's lives easier. The misuse and irresponsibility of it is the problem. So yeah, I'm not pro AI, but I'm not anti-AI. I am a user of AI, and I think being so anti-AI is a dangerous set of thinking. Not because it's AI, but being anti-anything is kind of dangerous, apart from being anti-anti. I'm anti-bigotry because bigots are anti-black, gay, whatever. I'm anti that. But apart from being, against people being against everything, I think being anti so heavily is a dangerous precedent. It's dangerous to damn people who do things differently or think differently, have different opinions than you. And it's just a bit childish. Guys, AI exists. And it has for a long time. We're complaining about AI as for the creative aspect and replacing humans, but it's not like AI didn't exist. Like, all of our favorite characters in video games and NPCs, AI. Not all of them. I don't really know the exact definition, but I know that, pretty much most of them are considered AI. Any open world game with multiple features, that's got AI in it. AI has existed, and it's only going to continue to exist. It's not going anywhere. We we can't, like, it's, as a YouTuber I follow, compared it to, Pandora's box has been opened, and it's not going away. And I just think it's unfair to condemn anyone for using a tool that is going to continue to exist. Again, there's misuses of it, and those are unethical and should be held accountable. I don't agree with people just generating random art, calling it their own, even though it was stolen by other people's other people's art, and then making a buck off of that, or pretending that makes them creative when they're not. I don't agree with a lot of the issues that come with AI, obviously, because that's how people should think. But to act like there's no nuance to the subject, that's, again, a dangerous precedent of thinking. We need to be able to think critically and not just condemn things we don't like. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. Go ahead and condemn me for not hating AI. Or if you're one of those incel losers, condemn me for not being pro-AI, whatever. But I just want to share my thoughts because I just think there are dangerous precedents of thinking that should be addressed. We need to address nuance. And again, I am a user of AI to a degree, and so it's a bit insulting to me. I'm not pro-AI, but I'm not repeating all this. Anyway, thank you for your time. I hope I might have resonated with some of you or given you perspective to think about. And feel free to share your thoughts with me. Blessed be to you all. Much love, and whoop whoop.